Hey, yo, it's your boy, RandomKenny, back again, and you know what that means. Shut the fuck up! Take my money, you cunt! It's Payday DLC time! Remember all those videos where I kept bringing up the delayed Australian heister? Well, it turns out it was Jimmy all along. That's right, folks, Jimmy is the Australian heister. I couldn't tell at first since the accent was a little off, but the dialogue is spot on.
No, that's not the Australian heister.
What?
Sydney is the Australian heister.
What the fuck do you mean, Sydney? This is Melbourne, you fucking cunt.
No. Her name is Kelly.
Kelly?
With an I.
With an I? What fucking bogan name is that?
I don't know.
Okay, Jesus, fine. The Sydney Character Pack DLC. The latest addition to the Payday gang, Sydney, who grew up in Melbourne. Her parents were born in Brisbane and Hobart, but she was born in Adelaide, but was raised by dingoes in Darwin, who sent her to work the mines in Perth. You thought I was gonna sneak Canberra in there, but fuck that. That's where all the politicians go to circle jerk and play thimbles to see who's the next Prime Minister.
Thimbles, the game of kings.
I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Reveal trailer. This is not Aussie rock. That is British rock. You need to get some bloody pendulum or some AC/DC in there. Sydney's mask has 7 stars. Usually the mask reflects the nationality's flag. Guess what? Our flag has 6 stars. Fuck me, this is starting off bad. Her dialogue is so fucking tame. It's supposed to be crazy. They wanted her to use different curse words and lingo to feel authentic. And there is not a single fucking cunt in her entire dialogue. Believe me, I'd listened to the entire 26-minute video that someone uploaded. She used the word bollocks. No one uses that. Sydney is 24, and I'm 22. And we just so happen to both be born and raised in Melbourne. And I have never, in my entire life, heard someone use the word drongo. You know you fucked up when someone from the character's country has to Google their own slang. I mean, yeah, it was pretty fucking obvious that it was an insult. We can do that with just about any word. But drongo is so old, and a punk chick in her mid-20s shouldn't be using it. I know some punk chicks, and believe me, Sydney's dialogue is innocent in comparison. Her voice is one of the most annoying in the game, and even her references aren't that Australian. And I believe there is one about Vegemite sandwiches, and then some bullshit about a band and a book no one's heard of. So many page opportunities wasted. AFL, cricket, movies, kangaroos, big ass fucking spiders, crocodile fucking Dundee. However, the use of crikey is actually one of the few things I'm fine with. It's not over exaggerated, which is good. But her overall tone is just way too goddamn high. No one really sounds like that, and if they do, they are certainly not a punk chick wannabe. Then there's the tattoos. Sure, they have the magpies on them, which are totally Australian, but then you have the American $100 bills and the pink lilies, which have nothing to do with Australia. Why not put our own $100 notes on them instead, and one of our native flowers, such as the golden wattle or the bottle brush? And that is exactly what she is, a wannabe. Look, I appreciate the design of a punk chick, with the exception of those strands of hair on the side. Like, what the fuck is that even? She would fit perfectly as her own character, but she is not Australian. Once you get past that poor excuse of a label, she can be bearable. I feel like this was completely rushed. The website for her doesn't even have her own song. It's just the instrumental version of Criminal Ambitions on a short loop. The bootleg assault rifle. The first ever rifle with a drum mag, which has 100 rounds in it. So it's basically like an LMG and an assault rifle had a baby. If they dropped that baby and kicked it across the fucking room, holy shit, This gun fucking sucks. It is incredibly inaccurate when modded for accuracy. The pickup is alright, but then again, I was using it with a berserker build, which means I was basically doing almost 80 damage instead of 41. Even when skilled up to give the bootleg its best performance, it is average at best. There's really not much else to say about it apart from the drum mag shows the bullets disappearing as you use it, and that's neat. But it only has 78 bullets in it, so maybe the gun was designed to only hold that many, but then they decided to boost it up to 100. Next is the butterfly melee weapon called Wing. It automatically loses out to the buzzer and the electrical brass knuckles since it can't stun enemies. But strangely enough, I enjoy using it, and that is simply because of the animation. It is really fun to watch, but does more than that. It has a 2-second charge time, and once the animation plays through once, you know you've reached the peak damage. With Bloodthirst, the new skill in the beta, and the Berserker build that I'm currently using, it is enough to one-hit everything except for cloakers and bulldozers. I'll often find myself just charging it and watching the animation during assault breaks and during stealth. There is some issues with the animation, however. Unlike most, trying to spam stab it doesn't work, since every strike starts bringing out your weapon, and it gets annoying. That, and also when you watch the animation in slow-mo, that is, slow motion in the game and not slowed down in editing, you'll notice that it literally makes zero fucking sense. However, quick motions are good at hiding mistakes like that. I should know. I do it all the time with my motion graphics. Speaking of which, there hasn't been many of those in this video. What fracking gives, Kenny, you lazy cunt? Look, usually with these things, I base my video style on how the content was revealed, but I fucking refuse to do it in this stupid, punk, anarchy shit. But speaking of which, the anarchist perk deck is the best part of this update. Then again, after watching the Sydney Spotlight video, I came in with low expectations. But it was actually really good. I mean, with Grinder nuked harder than Hiroshima, they needed something to replace it, and get more money because they were probably not getting many sales from Sokol anymore. And basically, Anarchist is Grinder for armor, and in some regards, it is even better. I think the best way to describe it is the speed of a dodge build, with the armor of an ICTV build, with the playstyle of Grinder, where it's up to you to kill to survive and not your passive abilities. The only thing I don't like is that heavier armor's recovery ticks take much longer than lighter armors. It should be the same tick time across the board for all armors, and I wouldn't be surprised if they changed it in the near future. With the beta, I've been shifting over to a Berserker style of play, since Grinder is pretty bad now, and if you disagree with me, then fight me with your PC spec, big boy. So, is the Sydney character pack worth it? Pretty much the perk deck is the only good thing, and if you're buying it for anything else, then you're doing it wrong. So since these videos take so long to make, I was thinking I might make 2 videos for content. The normal review style that I do, like here, but also a first impression video. No, not like that Jimmy one I did, but a unscripted, unedited one where I ramble about my initial impressions and whether or not it is worth it. Because let's face it, by the time I get these reviews out, people have already made up their mind, so let me know if you think that's a good idea, and I'll see you in the next one. Oi, what you want, big boy? Are you looking for a swift kick in the dick? No? You want more coins thrown at you? Possibly. How desperate for money are you? Oh damn! Oh damn!